family. Thank you for being Anna's roommate. So I get invited to an awkward birthday party of your sister who I didn't know either. So I got to awkwardly meet you. So I got to meet other awesome people like your parents, Angel, Steven, Amanda, the Canadians. Just the list goes on. And such awesomeness was made in the last 4 years that I can't even try to remember any of it. So just thank you for that. Also, Turtles. Christine, the Canadian, you along with one of the research things I did about Canada, I totally want to live there now, and I'm almost convinced that it's the best country in the world. I learned weird nursing terms from you from that ginormous book when you would study, but even more than weird terms and making me want to go to Canada, you were just such a good listener. And for somebody like me, who I know it's hard to deal with, somebody that's willing to listen to me is so valuable. And also introduced me to some of my favorite music, yay Coldplay. Sierra, you're a crazy girl, and it was a lot of fun, all the things we did. And I had fun making fun of you for not knowing about the Bears, even though you're from Chicago, and trying to act black. But seriously, I want to thank you for always letting me talk to you, being encouraging, but being challenging at the same time. I'm sure we had lots of things happen when we hung out that I'm forgetting about, but oh well. Sarah, mi amiga colombiana, estoy muy feliz que decidí hablar contigo por Facebook esa una vez. Gracias por ayudarme a practicar español a veces. Esperar que continuamos ser buenos amigos. And if you watch this, you'll probably correct everything I just said, or my sister Sarah will. On that note, Sarah, my sister, thank you for driving me places, to the store, home sometimes. I know I didn't thank you much, but you did anyways, so now I'm saying thank you. I hope you have fun wherever you decide to teach after this. I can tell that you love what you do as far as teaching goes, so you'll do fine wherever it is, and I'm pretty jealous that you get to leave the country. Ruth, my sister, thank you for letting me stay at your house sometimes, for taking me to the mall, for letting John take me golfing. No, you don't really let John do things, but thank you for that, and for letting your kids sometimes like me, which they've been struggling with lately, so get on that. Alex, the yes man. I don't think I need to say anything more than thanks for the double stuffed Oreos that one time. Brianna, even though you're a North Carolina fan, you're a good friend. Yes, folks, it is possible. I know, pretty hard to believe, but she did it. I'm just glad we met that one time with all those other crazy females that were there at the time. I still remember that one night when we were taking pictures in the snack shop. I was being tortured. That was something. And I know we had other epic times that I really can't think of right now. And again, I apologize. Come visit me. Oregon, you never met me. Didn't even know me in high school. You just met some of my classmates and teammates, I guess. But you've still been such a good friend, especially all the freshman things I went through. You've always been encouraging. And yeah, you've been such encouragement, even though you don't know much about me, and I'm strange, okay? I'm strange, I get it. And even though you betrayed everyone by cheering for the Giants instead of the Braves, at least you got it right for college football. Go Dogs. Laura Berge. Remember that one time we had that epic speech class because things happened with my schedule and I ended up getting in your speech class? That was just fun. And then being in history with you, thanks for doing all the work, because especially second semester, I'm fairly certain I read like almost none of the assignments because I just used your term sheet and studied after chapel for the quizzes and tests. So thank you for letting me do that. You remember that one time when I scared you asking about the nachos? You probably don't, but that was one of my favorite moments ever, which is weird. I guess I just like those simple moments, especially scaring people. That's always fun. And you got me into Doctor Who, and I in turn got my family all into it, so good job on that. You're the first girl I ever asked anything besides lunch. That awesome Philharmonic thing. So whether or not you regret that, thank you. And on a more serious note, thank you for the prayers you've had for me and my family over the last several months. It, I can't say, I don't know what to say besides it just means so much to have people care. So hang in there for your last semester of school. You'll make it. I know it, and I know you'll do good at whatever you do. Willis, your enthusiasm for politics when I got started in political science was pretty inspiring. I can legitimately say that it's an honor to know you, and I can see that in addition to your intelligence and your passion for your work, you can do great things in life. And some later down the road, I'm going to be like, yeah, I know that guy. And people are going to be like, man, that's cool. And you got me into golf a little bit. So I have these golf clubs sitting in my closet that I've used once. You inspired that. And you've got to where I'll watch maybe part of the tournament a year, or at least follow Bubba. And thank you for introducing me to a great friend, Melissa. Goose. Steelers fan is good. There's not many of us on campus, I think. So thank you for being that. I'm glad Will introduced us, even though I didn't even recognize you around campus until we tweeted all summer. So yay, Twitter. You're always encouraging, understanding, always smiling. I literally cannot remember one time where I've seen you not smiling. And you've been praying for Dad so much. You're one of the most genuine and happy people I know. So please don't change that. It's rare and more valuable maybe than you realize. So I'll miss your face, dude. Oh, and I have goldfish for you, so hit me up later. Rachel, I was told I'd forget high school friends, that I'd come to college, make the best friends, and everyone from high school would fade away. But you proved that wrong, and I'm so grateful for that, because you're one of the best people I know. You've encouraged me through all my issues with random encouragement cards, talking on the phone sometimes. Even my first birthday at college, you called me and sang happy birthday, and just wanted that simple thing. It's just a picture of how amazing of a friend you are. I know it's kind of a cliche word, but sometimes the people that mean the most to you, they just make you speechless. I don't know what to say. You've just been incredible. So thank you. You're one of the most, you're another one of the most genuine, happy, and sweet people I know. Mom, thank you for buying me necessities sometimes, for sending me food, helping with books, even just giving me vocal support when you couldn't be here. Don't worry about not being able to come to my games. It's just the vocal support meant so much. And you can let me vent sometimes. Dad, thanks for being proud of me. It's really humbling, and I almost feel bad every time you say you're proud of me, because I live with me every day. I see how undeserving I am on a minute-by-minute basis, yet you still say you're proud of me. When really it's been the other way around, especially this last year. I know it's easy for me to say not going through what you're going through, but I've been really thankful for this trial, because it's a lot easier for me to say thank you for this day when I'm praying, one of the most overused Christian cliches and prayers. But it's been a lot easier for me to say that and mean it because I remember when I was sitting by your bed and what I thought was your last. It's a lot easier to be thankful for this day when I saw what I thought was your last. You've handled this whole thing probably way better than I could. One of my favorite things is how you talk about when Mom kind of talked about dying and you were ready to give up, but she wouldn't let you. Just how proud you are of her for that. And the way you've loved her through this way she's loved you in return, it's just been so sweet to see. So keep fighting, and if you do that, I can promise you there's a bunch of people praying and that are behind you, willing to do the same. And while I'm glad you'll see me graduate, especially after I didn't think you'd even make it that far, I'll be happier when you beat cancer, one way or the other. And everyone, I'm sure I've forgotten somebody, please don't be offended, but quite simply, I know the best people, and I love you all. As of posting this, hopefully, if I get on it in time, graduation is in 2 days. It's hard to believe that after about 18 years, it's almost over. Now, I'm excited, almost even giddy to be done, which is scary if you know me. I'm not a very excitable person. I'm surprised I even made this video, actually. But I'm a little scared of life, I'll be honest. Finding a job is going to be a struggle, so prayers are appreciated. So much appreciated. I need them a lot because I really need a job because the government's going to come knock on my mailbox soon. So let's see how this real life thing goes. I guess this is generally the part where I'm supposed to give my words of wisdom to all you younger people. So here you go with some of my top 10 words of advice, minus the ones that I forgot. Besides loving Jesus, that's always number one. First of all, just be nice. There's so many easy ways to be polite. Pick up a drop book, hold the door for 2 more seconds, pay for the person behind you at Starbucks. If I had anything to do with it, these random acts of kindness that people do that get put on YouTube would become so common that they don't get put on YouTube anymore. Number 2, love people, use things. Don't get that switched around. Number 3, I know it's cliche, but enjoy every moment. Because the older you get, the faster it goes, and I assume it doesn't slow down until you die, but I haven't tried dying yet, so I'm not entirely sure. Number 4, follow me on Twitter at that's wrong, at the_true_truth_. But on that note, number 5, don't take social media so seriously, or sappily, or depressingly. And please, don't freak out if somebody doesn't Facebook the way you think they should Facebook. It's their Facebook. You don't have to be friends with them. Number 6, realize that words have power, whether for good or for bad. Anyone who says differently is just lying, so use them for good. Number 7, find the good in things. If you look for good, you'll find it. If you look for bad, you'll also find it. Perception is everything. Number 8, rarely be dogmatic. Chances are your perspective has a huge hole, and a different point is needed to balance it out. Sometimes people just disagree. Don't worry about that. People don't always have to agree. Disagreement is healthy. Number 9, please realize that pink is not gay for a man. I don't even want to get into this right now. Lastly, most importantly, I don't know, it's a big deal. Number 10, smile. It goes such a long way. Smiles save lives. They even have for me a couple times. That's not an exaggeration. If you disagree, you just haven't been around long enough. And so thank you guys for enduring my lack of on-camera skill and speaking skills and all that exciting stuff on this stupidly long video. If any of you actually make it this far in the video, please let me know. Because that would completely surprise me. But it's 7:26 a.m., so it's time for me to go shower and get ready for my second class exam of my college career. And don't forget, help control the pet population. Have your pets spayed or neutered. Goodbye, everybody.